Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss about photometry. What is photometry? It is a technique to measure the concentration of a substance in a solution by exploiting the property of that substance to absorb or transmit the light of definite wavelength under control condition. It is a technique to measure the concentration of a substance in a solution by exploiting the property of that substance to absorb or transmit the light of definite wavelength under control condition. Specifically, photometry is two types: colorimetry, spectator or spectrometry, and another is flame emission photometry. Photometry is based on two laws. One is Beer's law, another is Lambert's law. Beer's and Lambert's law. What is Beer's law? From Beer's law, I is proportional to minus di dc. That means if we pass through a light which wavelength is known or constant through a solution, the intensity or the absorbance of the light is inversely proportional, directly inversely proportional to the concentration of the solution. And from the Lambert's law, I is inversely proportional to minus di dl or dB. Here dl or dB is the depth or thickness of the solution. The light pathway is dB. Here from Lambert's law, I is inversely proportional to dl. That means the intensity or absorbance of the light is inversely proportional to the total pathway of the light or the thickness of the concentrated solution. Now from this we can say A is proportional to C. Absorbance is proportional to the concentration, and absorbance is also proportional to the, as this is proportional and inversely proportional and minus, so it is normally proportional. So absorbance is directly proportional to the concentration and absorbance is directly proportional to the thickness. From this line we can say A is proportional to BC, A is equal to ABC. Here A is absorbance or optical density, B is the thickness and or light of pathway length, and C is the concentration of the solution. A is said to be as molar extinction or coefficient or proportional constant or molar absorbivity. So from Beer's law we can say absorbance is proportional to the concentration, and from Lambert's law we can say absorbance proportional to the length or depth of the solution or light pathway. So here A equal to A by BC. A equal to A by BC. Now transmittance. What is transmittance? Transmittance is the ratio between I and I naught. I means transmitted light intensity and I naught means incident light intensity. Normally we can see the light between 380 to 750 nanometer wavelength. From the light source it comes to filter, then cubit, then sample, then detector and display. We measure colorimetrically like ALT, AST, serum bilirubin, serum cholesterol, etc. Where three test tube is used. One is sample, one is standard, one is test or sample, one is blank, and one is standard. The principle of the colorimetrical reaction is that when a specific or known wavelength light passes through a concentration solution or sample solution, its intensity, the intensity of the color is proportional to the concentration of the substance in that solution. and we measure it by colorimetrically, which is one type of photometry in specific wavelength. Now, the measurement of concentration of the standard solution. We have already recently said that there is three solution. One is sample, there is test tube, sample, blank, and test. Test, standard, and blank. Now, absorbance of standard, concentration of the standard, absorbance of test, concentration of the test, and molar absorbability of standard, molar absorbability of the test. We know AS equal to AS by CS into BS. AT equal to AT CT BT. From the two equation, we know molar absorbability is equal, as it is equal for the same concentration solution, as the solution remains same. So AS equal to AT. Now we can say AS by CS into BS equal to AT by CT into BT. So from this line we can write AS, CS, AT, CT, as the thickness also same, or the light pathway, or the length of the light pathway B is remains same. So we can say concentration of the test or sample equal to optical density of the test divided by optical density of the standard into concentration of the standard, or we can say concentration of the test equal to absorbance of the test by absorbance of the standard into concentration of the standard. In UV photometry or spectrometry, we use 200 to 400 nanometer wavelength light. Now, this is the end of the photometry. Now we will discuss about hazard. Hazard symbol. We already know hazard are which are hazard. Hazards are biochemically or chemically or physically substance, or which are injurious to our health or body inorganic function. Hazards are divided into three types. Dangerous chemicals. Hazards are divided into three types. Dangerous chemical, infected specimens or biohazards, chemical hazards, biohazards, and another is physical hazards or faulty apparatus. So at first we have to know dangerous chemical substance like cyanide, halide, chromite, potassium cyanide, etc. Sulfuric acid, which is concentrated. This chemical substance too much dangerous for our injurious for our health and environment. So this is said to be as dangerous chemicals, which is also biohazards. And another is biohazards or specific simple or specimens, which is liable for hepatitis C, hepatitis B virus, HIV, etc. These are divided into three types: percutaneous, non-intact skin, and mucous membrane. These biohazard affected on percutaneous, non-intact skin, and mucous membrane. And physical or faulty apparatus like burette, we use burette, pipette, conical flask, etc. in lab. If this glass or broken or any cause any like mishaps occurs, then it is said to be as physical or faulty apparatus hazards. So this is the end of the class. Now we will discuss about SI unit, standard unit or SI unit. We know SI unit. In this unit, seven major unit like আমরা বলি যেগুলো হচ্ছে কি length, দৈর্ঘ্য, ভর, সময়। দৈর্ঘ্য হচ্ছে length L, যার একক হচ্ছে মিটার ইউনিট। ভর আমরা বলি কেজি, সময় T বলি সেকেন্ড, তাপমাত্রা কেলভিন, তড়িৎ প্রবাহ বলি আমরা অ্যাম্পিয়ার, তড়িৎ প্রবাহ পদার্থের একক হচ্ছে আমরা মোল বলি। অর্থাৎ হচ্ছে কি এগুলো হচ্ছে আমাদের নরমালি হচ্ছে মৌলিক যে এককগুলো আমরা বলি। আমাদের এসআই ইউনিট Okay, total protein is 6 to 8 gram per deciliter, albumin 3.5 to 5 gram per deciliter, globulin 2.5 to 3.5 gram per deciliter. Albumin globulin ratio 1.2 to 1.5 to 1. Normal urine value is 800 to 2500 ml or average 1500 ml. Anuria is less than 50 ml, oliguria less than 300 ml, and polyuria greater than 3000 ml. Normal value of the pH 7.35 to 7.45. Normal value of the urea is 25 to 30 gram per day in urine. In urine, water is 90 to 95%. In urine, water is 90 to 95%. Normal value of the creatinine. Normal value for the is the creatinine. Now we'll discuss about serum sodium. Serum sodium is 135 to 145 millimole per liter. Potassium is 3.5 to 5 millimole per liter. Calcium is 2.12 to 2.62 millimole per liter. Serum chloride 95 to 105 millimole per liter. And serum bicarbonate is 22 to 28, sometimes we say 22 to 26 millimole per liter. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide equal to 35 to 45 millimeter mercury. Partial pressure of oxygen 80 to 110 millimeter mercury, and saturation is 97%. Normal blood glucose level in fasting condition is 3.9 to 6.1 millimole per liter, which is 70 to 110 milligram per deciliter. In 2 hours postprandial condition, this is 4.4 to 7.8 millimole per liter, which is 80 to 140 milligram per deciliter. Normal blood urea is 15 to 45 milligram per deciliter. We can convert blood urea to blood urea nitrogen by multiplying 0.467. Normal blood urea nitrogen is, we can say as BAN, it is 8 to 25 milligram per deciliter. Normal creatinine value is for male it is 0.6 to 1.1, sometimes we say 1.2, and for female it is 0.5 to 0.9, or sometimes we say 0.6 to 0.9 is milligram per deciliter. Normal bilirubin value is 0.2 to 1.2. This is bilirubin value 0.2 to 1.2 milligram per deciliter. Glycosylated hemoglobin A1C is 4 to 6%, normally less than 6%. Normal fibrinogen value is 0.3 gram per deciliter. Prothrombin value is 0.03 gram per deciliter. Normal value of the ALT, alanine aminotransferase, is 10 to 45 international unit per liter. AST is 10 to 40 or 0 to 40 international unit per liter. Normal alkaline phosphate is 40 to 125 international unit per liter. Creatine phosphokinase or creatine kinase is 20 unit per liter. Normal gamma GT for male is 10 to 50 international unit per liter, and female 5 to 35 international unit per liter. Acid phosphate is 0.5 to 4 international unit per liter, and troponin I less than 1 nanogram per ml. Troponin I, troponin C is used in muscle contraction, and troponin I is a marker of cardiac marker which is increased in cardiac disease. So this is about SI unit, photometry, biological hazards, etc. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, that is STEM to Infinity, and decides with me for the next video. Thank you very much.